Welcome to lesson number 4. This is all about conditional formatting and data validation. Okay, we are going to share this spreadsheet with our friend Charlie. So we're going to save and email to him, or we're going to share it on some online groupware program or something. But Charlie's a bit of a noob. He doesn't know how to use Excel properly. So we're going to have to leave him instructions. Okay, and that's where data validation comes in. It can limit what he types, so it won't let him mess up our formulas. And it also can leave instructions and pop-up messages and stuff like that. So to begin with, we're going to highlight this area here because that's where Charlie's going to type in how he's going to make his money. Maybe he doesn't get it the same way as us. And we're going to go data validation. And we're going to go to input message. And we're going to write here, type in how you get your money. Okay, and we're going to go settings. And this is going to allow us to only let him type in a certain amount of characters. So we want him to write text length. Obviously he can't get his money with a single letter answer, so we're going to write minimum 1 letter, and maximum, we don't want him to be writing a huge amount of detail, otherwise it'll make our spreadsheet look ugly. So we're just going to go 25 characters. So you can only write up to 25 letters. Okay, and if he writes more than that, we're going to give him an error message. So we're going to error alert, and we're going to write, Charlie, too many letters. Okay, and press OK. So we've got input message, error message, and our rule. You can only write 1 to 25 letters. Press OK. Again, you'll notice if you put your mouse and click on the area, type in how you get your money. Okay, so we've got instructions for Charlie. Now let's test our rule. I'm going to write lots of letters. Too many letters, Charlie. Okay, so that's perfect. Now, we're going to add some rules for this area here. So highlight the money area here that we've chosen. And from now, highlight the costs, the income, sorry. And again, highlight the income, go to data validation. And we're going to create some new rules for this. So input message, type in how much money you get. Error message, well, we'll do that in a moment. Let's go to settings, allow, and we're only going to allow him to type in decimals. Okay, so obviously you can't get 1 cent income, so we're going to go 0.05, okay, because that is 5 cents. And the maximum, well, I guess we don't know how rich Charlie's family is, but let's just say no one's given him more than, I don't know, $10,000. If they are, they're crazy. Okay, so that's the maximum he can be given in one of these values, and the minimum is 5 cents. Then we're going to input message, done, error message. We're just going to write dream on, Charlie. So now we've got an input message that tells him what to do. Type in how much money you get. So I'm going to write here, that's alright, but if I try and write something smaller than 5 cents, if I write 3, it says dream on, Charlie, and it doesn't let me do it. Likewise, if I write more than 10,000, maybe if I write 10,001, it says dream on, Charlie as well. Okay, so we've got our rules at work there. Right, I pressed Control Z to undo that last thing we wrote there. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with these, so create data validation for these two. That's what I want you to do. And once that's done, you're going to follow along the next part of this tutorial. Right, now that you've completed that, we're going to go to the Home tab and start playing with conditional formatting. And conditional formatting allows you to modify the format of a cell, i.e. its font color, or making it bold, or highlighting the cell based on whatever its value is. And you can specify rules that govern that. Okay, so for example, just say we wanted to highlight wherever the word birthday appeared in our cell, because birthdays are important. We could create a rule that would search the whole area that we selected and highlight or make it bold or change the color of any word that is birthday. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight everything. in our table here. We don't really need to highlight our headings. And we're going to go conditional formatting and then new rule. Okay, and then we're going to find format only cells that contain, that option just there. And then we're going to change from cell value to specific text. Okay, and this allows us to write in what we want. And we're going to write in the word here, birthday. Okay, so this will look for a cell in this area that we've chosen for the word birthday. Spelled exactly the same way, even with a capital B. And then we press format, and this is where we write down the changes. Okay, so I'm going to change the font. I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to change the fill, and I'm going to change it to this light green color. Okay, then press OK. That's my rule. It's going to make it bold and make it light green. Press OK. And there you have it. All the words birthday have been bolded and put in green. And just to test that this rule actually works, I'm just going to change this one here to birthday. And you'll notice that that cell changes. Even though I've made a typo, it still worked. Okay, so that's conditional formatting. Just press undo a few times to change it back. That's how you use conditional formatting. There's lots of other different rules. If you were to highlight that area again, you could add some more rules. We could change your existing rule with conditional formatting, manage rules, and it comes up with the old rule that you made. Okay, press OK. Alright, no worries. Thanks for watching, and save your work. You can move on to the next tutorial.